city. This is one of 11 fire escapes here on this structure, and this is a fire escape that has some life safety issues on this particular one. This is number 11. Front side of the building, we have some life safety issues here, which I'll go into detail about. But right now, the code requires that, depending on the structural condition, a load test may be ordered. And right now, we cannot proceed to a load test. We've got too many problems on this fire escape. Must be structurally sound, must be kept painted. Somebody did paint it, and they painted over all the rust. They painted over everything. So there's top rust on all the treads, side rust everywhere. And the rust was never removed. So right now, because of all the conditions and the cement issues into the building, because of all this, we cannot proceed to a load test. An example of the load test is that we need about 100 pounds per square foot. This is 4 feet wide, about 10 feet deep. You're looking at 400 square feet times 100. 4,000 pounds of water or sand needs to be put in all these fire escapes. We have a life safety issue not only on treads, but right there on that platform. You can already see, using the bricks as a guide, that corner is already pulling out of the building, and so is this. So we have a life safety concern on this corner that must be addressed. We have some life safety issues on treads, which I'm going to talk about, and we have an issue here with these ladders. First of all, when you push this ladder down, which I've left in a down position, she's going to go into this bush. So that bush must be removed, or just transplanted over to the right side, so that you don't have to kill the bush. But they must have at least 3-4 feet of clearance down below, so that you can basically get out and go to a public way. But with that, the fire escape, as I push it down, she's having some issues, because one of the problems is that the way these things keep getting painted, the more paint you add, the harder it is to slide up that pole. So when I now release it and I pull this back up, it's very difficult. Hold on. And as she comes down, she catches. So she's catching on the way down. She's catching on the way down. She's catching on the way up. So this is not smoothly running up and down. The chain must be load tested, or we replace that with a cable. The pulleys up above, once I get up there, I'll talk about the pulleys. But she has to go all the way to grade, and she can't have any bushes or anything impeding. So let's talk about what needs to happen here. The code requires that you have this fire escape spot repaired now, and then once all the connections that are verified to be in fair to good condition are left behind, we can load test the entire structure, which is about 4 or 5 stories. That is going to require engineer oversight to come in here and identify every single connection that is still good so it can stay, and every bad connection needs to be identified either by photograph or by drawing or by a marking using such a paint marking. So with engineer oversight, all the rust gets removed from every connection, and then you can proceed to a load test. Or, as the code allows, you can change all the fasteners at this time. All major structure will be cleansed of any rust. New bolts, new connections where there's rivets and square heads. No rust in any connection. Silicone shut and sealed and repainted. And now you avoid a load test, not just for the next 5 years, but for the next 15 to 25 years, as long as you keep the structure painted and the city still accepts other evidence of strength. But you still are required to inspect it every 5 years, both by local code as well as the International Fire Code of 2012 mandates that every structure in the U.S. be examined every 5 years now, and a report be sent to the city official, which is the fire department. Okay? So we have many issues on this fire escape. We got rotting frames. This is 2x2. Look, it's all rotted. There's no steel left there. And this is what happens when you let it keep going. There's now, the piece falls away. That piece is ready to come down on somebody's head, and the rest of it that used to go back and tie it to there is gone. This is gone. This is, so that structurally this frame box is gone. She's tilting over there, so that's a life safety issue. She's tilting down. You've got grading. You got tread. So I'm going to go up a little bit. Rust, all the rust. Whoever painted this didn't do a service to this client, didn't make him aware that there's all this rust in here that just stayed behind, to the point that when the rust eats the rivet, these treads start to fall. So here's a tread ready to fall. The J's that hold the whole stringer. Look at all this rust jacking that's starting to separate these two, and while it's rust jacking, it's eating the steel. Look at all this cement that is causing spalling, splitting bricks, splitting your sills. And I mean every single platform, every single one of these C channels is buried 8 to 12 inches deep into your building. and it's destroying the facade on fire escape number 10. This is fire escape 11. All your connections are filled with rust. Look at those. There's a clip, just like that clip over there on the inside. It's all full of rust. All original hardware. There's no evidence of any maintenance. Look at all this rust jacking. Look, it's enough to bend a piece of angle. Rust there, and look at all the space. It pops any bolts that used to be here. They're gone, and it keeps just rust jacking, making this railing unsafe. Treads are popping and dropping. So very this fire escape has life safety issues. This is fire escape 11. Fire escape 10 has life safety issues. Let's see if we can see what's going on down below. I believe, look at this major crack coming down here. So that's the upstairs that's leaning outward. I think that is probably a weakened seat channel, and then that's why she's dipping. And she's showing evidence that she's dipped quite a significant amount, probably 3 to 4 inches down. So that's an unsafe corner. I'm sorry. That's the floor above that crack, and I'm talking about the floor below. I didn't step on it. The floor below is dipping 3 to 4 inches down. You can't have ACs impeding. These got to get back in. Some of them 3 to 4 inches, some of them 4 to 5 inches. You can't break the width that is mandated here. Usually it's 24 inches, but this thing is now sticking out on average 3 to 5 inches more. A lot of rust in every connection. A lot of treads. This is another life safety issue here. This tread, you can still see the shaft, right? But the shaft goes nowhere. Doesn't do anything, see? So this tread, you step on it. That tread, you step on it, and somebody's gonna fall through, fireman or tenant. That tread is ready to fall. Here's the up above, and I'll end here, and I'll start another video. But look at this. Look at the structures. So life safety issue here. Pieces are ready to fall down and break windows or hit people. Rust on all the connections. Your supports run this way. These bolts got to be changed. These are the minors. Continuing up this fire escape, we got treads that are not doing so well. Life safety issues there, so as you can see right through. So you can't step on that tread. The tread above, the same thing is happening, but the rust is packed in there, but you step on that tread, she's gonna fall through. So let me just gingerly walk over this thing. Rust on your J-hooks. These J-hooks hold the entire fire escape staircase in position. Up above, this missing its J-hook. So the staircase is already lifting to the left. So all your angles on the back corner, all these original hardware still spalling and cementing into the building. Sill cracks from the cement below. Again, 100% of all your seat channels tie back into the building. Obstruction issues. You hear creaks and moans as you walk on this thing. Look, the frame again, totally rotted out. Why somebody would just paint this doesn't make any sense. These pulleys need to be greased, and if usable, they're gonna have a chain, not a chain, but a cable through here that's galvanized and covered in plastic. But a lot of times these are not gonna work out anymore. You have to replace. Look at all the rust growing in here, okay? Look at all that rust. I can put my fingers through there, put a fist. A lot of these bolts that hold the strap going across, gone. A lot of these angles, once this is gone, the angles can go out. I lose my treads, I lose my grading. Look at this staircase, totally leaning left, ready to, and it's missing its J-hook up there, holding it up. So she's already shifted left and come down 2 inches. All the cement, every single one. Look at the spalling that's happening, and the ice jacking is now cracking the structure. So this facade is going to need work in the future, all because a lot of it was water being fed by this fire escape back into this building. We may need to also unify this fire escape on the front side to basically have one fire escape help the other, not have such a stress on this wall. So that will be discussed during the engineer oversight. Another tread. You can just look right through it. So treads are falling on this side. So number 11 definitely has a majority of issues when it comes to life safety concerns. Cement into the building, every single structure. The treads, 100% of all the treads needs to be rebolted. The top of the treads, and a lot of them, the rust is eating the tops, like that, like that, like that. I mean, it's just too much. There's no J. See, that's what a J looks like. That holds the stringer. Right now, this whole staircase is leaning left, and any further, she's going to drop the whole staircase down to the ground. So, life safety issue here. Your frames, every single frame is rotted on every floor. Pulling away from the building, pulling away down there, pulling here. Obstruction. Another life safety concern, railings. It just eats it. Eats right through the steel. Okay, so again, rotted. So this fire escape number 11 has a majority right now of the life safety concerns. People can't use it right now safely. City official must be informed as to what actions you're going to do regarding whether you're going to stop renting some of the rooms on this side or whether you want to have some emergency repairs done to the structure that can be done. Engineer oversight, permits or not are going to be